Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. How do I do it? Now I have this advice for you to make a can of tuna into a small base and burner for when you go camping so you can heat your food more comfortably and easily or boil water, etc. in a compact way and without having to carry many things, since the last thing you want when you go camping is to carry unnecessary things. So let's see what we will need to do it. We are obviously going to use the tuna can. This hole punch that is used for paper but can also pierce aluminum. And the important thing here, 90-degree alcohol or lighter fluid or fluid, since that is what will light well and will not burn as quickly. Since I don't have either of them, I will try it with white gasoline so you can see if it works. But please do it with one of these two, since gasoline is very dangerous and it is not recommended that you carry it around, especially in your backpacks. Now warned, let's see how it's done. First of all, we take the can of tuna and remove the label around it since it is of no use to us. Then we open it and take out all the tuna and clean it perfectly. In this case, I already had a list so it should look just as I show it on the screen. We take the hole punch and we are going to make approximately 6 or 8 holes all around the can, as I show you in the video. Here I have to do it both with the drill and manually because it is already old and does not have the same strength, so it does not drill very well. But you can also do it with a clear drill, being very careful when doing it since the end should look like this, and as you can see all the holes are now more or less at the same height, and this is very important, since if they make one lower they run the risk of liquid leaking out and there may be an accident. So take that into account, and now all that remains is to try it. Then take your already pierced can of tuna and make sure to put it on top of some rocks, or in this case a ceramic, so that you don't burn anything, since the can will get very hot. As I had already told you before, I am going to add white gasoline, but just so you can see how it would work. But again I clarify that you do it with 90 proof alcohol or lighter fluid. As you can see, I add a minimum amount because gasoline burns very intensely, but you will have to fill it almost to the height of the hole so that the flame lasts longer. Then take a lighter of these lengths, or, if applicable, if you are camping, light a small branch or paper, since the liquid, whatever it may be, catches fire very quickly. As you can see, since it is gasoline, it burns intensely and we only add very little of it. That's why be extremely careful when doing it since it's lit. Now we can put our frying pan that we brought on top, and in this case I have it with water so you can see that it boils without problems. Here the flame comes out very strong because it is white gasoline, but it will come out more or less like this for you. As you can see on the screen, when we put the pan on the fire, it looks for an exit, and it does so through the holes that we made and that act as if they were in a burner on our stove. And as you can see, after a while the water boils perfectly, so you will have no problems cooking anything you bring with you, whether it be sausages, a can of beans, etc., and it will be much easier than maneuvering around a campfire. As you could see in the video, it works perfectly, and I think that for those who go camping it can be very useful, since they will not have to carry so many accessories to put a mini stove of the ones they sell, or worse still have to maneuver when trying to cook in the middle of a campfire. Since, as you can see, with a simple can of tuna that we previously drilled and a little alcohol or lighter fluid, we can make a small base that will serve as a stove to heat our food or boil water if we need it. And the best of all is that it is made with recyclable materials, so you will only have to spend on the liquid if you don't have it, and it is not very expensive. At least the alcohol. I emphasize again that they only use alcohol or lighter fluid, which I believe is the same one they sell to help light the charcoal, since gasoline is extremely dangerous and, as I mentioned before, it is not something you should carry around, much less in a backpack. So as always, take extreme precautions. As you already know, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, share with all your family, friends and acquaintances. Thanks for watching, and I hope you liked this advice. As always, see you in the next videos. Thank you.